attention, it's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, Hal to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Tanner Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
52, Cardinals 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this to Conner underneath. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Dobbs is throwing. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll take it at the 42. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gibson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. At FedEx FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A toss left side for Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 59, Cardinals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Conner running right. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop.
Oh, Conner loses it.
Wow, that ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And there he goes, right side. Big yardage that time for Washington, 46 yards. They'll run with Gibson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
A give to Gibson running right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 119 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Throwing here, Howell. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play. Back to throw, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Come on. Hey! Hustle.
And they take a knee.
Ready?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of